what's up fam, hope all is well with you today. Strat here from Strategic Audio, back again with a brand new beat making video. Today, I'll be showing you how I make those simple melodies for them hard boom bap beats, simply by taking you through a recent cook-up session that I did. You see, with boom bap, you probably know this already, but you really don't need to get too complex. Quite often, you just need a good sample, some hard drums, and a bass line to match. You see, we're trying to create something that will immediately make the MC get inspired to either put pen to paper or grab the mic and start freestyling. Now with this one, however, I didn't use any samples. I created every single melody from scratch. So technically you could say I made my own sample, which is what I do. And if you're interested in this type of content, please do not be shy. Click that like button and even subscribe to get more videos like this. Not to mention, links in the description to both our free and premium sample packs and loop kits. Alright, let's jump right in. I started with an organ sound from Omnisphere at 75 BPM in the key of C minor, which happens to be my favorite key to play in. It's the key that I learned essentially all of my music theory by messing with, and then I was able to translate all of that to the other keys because it's all basically translatable, but that's a topic for another video. I try to keep it simple and with a dark and somber feel. So for boom bap like this, you don't really need too many chord changes. Sometimes you don't need chord changes at all. Too many chord changes, you end up drifting into more soulful or a jazzy feel, which is ironically not what you really want. See, even though producers tend to sample soul and jazz records, the way they sample them, especially for this type of boom bap, doesn't produce something that's super melodic. It produces something that's kind of more dark and gritty, and that's what I'm going for here. Speaking of chords, here's the basic chord structure. So we start with the C minor and we go to the G minor and then to the G sharp major. For the second 2-bar part, we go with the C minor 7, down again to the G minor, and up to the G sharp major 7. Very slight change for some variation. Now here comes a piano melody for the next part using, of course, Piano Tech 8. Now I wanted something repetitive and a little bit haunting, I guess. Almost like a little disturbing melody you might hear in the score of a horror film. Next I went with my go-to bass sound font and played this bass part. It's just too simple. I mean, really. Basically, I'm following the root notes of the chords. However, there's a step up here where I use the 5th note of the scale to transition to the upper octave. Starts on the C, goes up to a C, an octave up, with the G in the middle, 5th note in the scale. Fifths and octaves are great for making dope but simple bass lines. Same thing happens in the second part. Here, it's just the root notes. Here again, the root notes. And this is just another note in the scale to step up back into the C. So because this is supposed to be a more modern boom bap style, I used Serum and added this simple lead synth line next. So here it starts on the 5th note in the scale. And all I do at the end of each 2-bar section is step up. First time it was to the 6th, then it was to the 7th. Essentially what it does is create a harmony. So for the final melodic element, I used the plugin Vital and went with a pluck sound that I created myself. So I didn't really plan this. I actually don't pre-plan anything that I play really. This just turned out to be an interesting little hit that falls right on the snare and is both melodic and percussive at the same time. Speaking of percussive, let me show you the drums that I put together for this because, like I said before, probably in my last video, it ain't boom bap without the drums. Okay fam, that is basically all I wanted to do for this composition. Thanks so much for watching, liking, and subscribing. I mean, if you want to, it wouldn't hurt. Help a brother out. Check out the links in the description to our free and premium kits. You could get the free ones, no problem, but you really want to support a brother. The premium kits, they're great and they're not too expensive. After this, I'll be dropping the final beat for you to hear what it sounds like all mixed and mastered. Peace, and I'll see you in the next video.